Hey guys, welcome to SciMath. Today we are going to be talking about the study of life. This topic is essentially the basis to understanding all of science as we know of it today. And so before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's begin. So, first, I wanted to start off by breaking science into the different branches that there are because science is a very broad term that's used, and there's many subfields in science. That all of them are very, very interesting. And so, this list that I have here is very limited because there's many more, but I could still go off of this. There's biology, chemistry, physics, astronomy, natural sciences, biochemistry, geology, earth science, and psychology. And so today in this video, we're going to specifically be focusing on biology because, as I said, the topic of today's video is the study of life, and that is essentially what biology means. And like I said before, biology is the study of life in living organisms. If someone were to break down the term, bio would means life, and logy means study of. So there's many different topics in science, and scientists are always researching about those various topics, and the way they go about doing that is through the scientific method. It's a pretty organized and easy method to follow, and there are 6 steps in the method. First is to make an observation in your everyday surroundings. Next is creating a question based on that observation. Just if you made an observation, you obviously have a question in your mind or why this happened. So then after that, it's just about creating a formal hypothesis based on that observation and the question that you asked, then conducting an experiment around that hypothesis. The next step here is to analyze the data that's collected through the experiment. And the last step is to draw conclusions or patterns that you notice based on that analysis. And so if your results match the hypotheses that you made in the beginning, then it's right. You're done. But then if it doesn't match, then you have to go through the whole process all over again in order to get the results that you want. So whilst the scientific method is pretty organized and easy to follow and do, it is a very long process if it doesn't work out right the first time, and it obviously might not immediately. So it's a pretty trial and error process. Next, I wanted to talk about the characteristics of life because we living organisms have so many different qualities to us that make us unique. So, some of them are response to stimuli, so just reacting to the environment and responding in different ways. For example, change in movement or change in enzyme production based on um, different surroundings. And the next is reproduction, and that's basically the production of offspring. Offspring means children, and it's done through asexual or sexual reproduction. And through reproduction, the genes are passed on to the offspring so that they can retain the similar characteristics of their species. Next is growth, and it's just one's body developing based on what's coded in our genes. And so I like to think of our genes as an instruction manual to tell our body what to do. The next characteristic here is homeostasis, and that just means our body's ability to maintain stable conditions internally within us and just regulate those body temperatures and keep it stable. The next is processed energy or processing of energy, and living organisms need energy in our day-to-day lives to perform the activities that we do. And so living things have different ways of obtaining that energy. For example, plants, they get the sun's energy, capture it, and then they turn it into food for themselves through a process known as photosynthesis. The last one on this list here is adapting and evolution. So it's just basically an organism adapting to its environment and changing its characteristics to survive in those specific conditions. So that is basically the end of this video, and I hope you all learned something new, and don't forget to always stay curious and keep learning. Thanks for watching.